All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Rant and Chill. Tonight we're going to be talking about bowling and Discord. Bowling and Discord. Bowling happening in Discord as well. With us here is Jake. How's it going, Jake?
How's it going, Mr. Deadman? Long time caller, first time listener.
I'm doing well. But I have to confess something. It's kind of weird doing a episode on bowling when I think the previous episode I kind of blacked out during it. I was like kind of drunk and also on edibles. I think I was raging about fat people in a way that's kind of mean.
Well, a little thing about that, you should never make fun of something that a person cannot change about themselves. And as we can see from that video, is that every single person that was discussed could change themselves, right? There's no like genetic defect or
Yeah,
any issue with them. They could have lost that weight. Yeah.
that's fair. And that's my approach. If someone who's clearly obese is trying to bully people into like accepting and in believing that they're healthy, even though they're 300 pounds, they're trying to bully me. So in fact, if anything, I'm actually trying to balance out their, I'm balancing out their bullying with my bullying. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say it's more or less education, helpful education.
Yeah.
You're being kind and helpful.
Right.
You're being radically candid with them. Yeah.
We need to clear this out. We need to clear something up because maybe I'm confused. What is bullying, Jake?
What is bullying?
By the way,
I think that I would say the main principle of bullying is to for someone to want to have someone be harmed in a way, right?
Oh.
Like physically, emotionally, spiritually, verbally, intimidate them, right? You want to basically coerce someone who's vulnerable, right?
Oh.
You want to make someone feel below you, a subordinate. You're their superior in a way. The act of the bully themselves.
Right. That makes that makes a lot
Cruel,
of sense, yeah.
threatening, aggressive.
Right.
Forcing someone to something they don't want to do, right? Yeah, it's a bad thing. And specifically, we're talking about Discord bullying,
Right.
which we've seen.
So this is different from, let's say, like if you're calling someone names and they're not in front of you, is that bullying? So like if you're like, oh, that person's a piece of shit, or I don't like that person, or that person's this, that, and the other, but you're not calling it to their face, and you're not trying to like mess with their life or anything. It's just you're just talking
yeah, in a
about
way,
them.
that's basically like I would say bad manners. Like the way they grew up. If someone's talking behind your back, maybe they were unable to, talk to that person directly in a voice channel or even in real life, right?
Right.
That they have to resort to talking behind their back or try to get others on their side in some like horrible thoughts they may have they want to be shared, which is horrible to think, right?
Right. But in a way, though, like, let's say people talking bad behind people's back, that in itself can become bullying. Let's say, like, Mean Girls situation where a bunch of catty ladies, catty girls, and guys do this too, will talk bad about a particular person so much so that they target them. They begin to target them with, like, little schemes and, little games of their own, or try to prevent them from I guess being in their group or socializing with them, just giving them a bad time all around. That itself is also bullying.
Oh yeah, like once you get like a crowd, right?
Yeah.
Uh to try to get together attack this person because a bully themselves, they cannot go one on one, right? Because most of the time they'll lose, depending on who they're trying to attack. This is why they make little groups, right? To get others on the side of the bully to continue attacking the victim, right? Um, which one of the points of doing that and gaining support is either basically soapboxing in a VC, right, when the person's not there, or it could be there, right, with their sounds muted or something, right, with the whole VC things they've added, or like you said, behind their back, where they just start spewing nonsense about the person, which they would never say to their face, and theoretically in front of their face, right, when
Right.
they're not in the VC. So
Right. And that happens. That happens quite a bit, and it affects people in real ways. In that, well, not only does it affect people in real ways, but like we've been involved in that. Like I've been involved in it personally. Like to introduce my experience of bullying, related to Discord stuff. I've had my hand involved in schemes and doing things to, because I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. Maybe I wanted to be part of a cool group, what I thought was the cool group. And then to learn that it's actually kind of lame and stupid. Um, you know, I've done that. I've done that. Have you done anything like that? Have you hurt someone's feelings on purpose with intent to bully them?
in the past, I would say yes, because there were certain ideologies at play, right? People have decided who the victim is, right? And then they all go attack that person, right? And
Mm,
it's seen, and there's no consequences, right? When you have a whole server against someone, and you knowing whatever you say and do will never get you removed from that community, it's almost dangerous,
I see.
right? Because if you were trying to bully someone in a public setting, right, you would probably get 9 times out of 10 removed from that setting, right, by the person who owns the land, the building, whatever, right, even a
It
manager
it
or an
depends
employee,
though.
right.
Like there's times where bullying can happen in a real life situation where like the consequence for the person bullying, maybe the people bullying, is very much little. In fact, if anything, schools will like sometimes give the person who's being bullied the harsher punishment because it's like, well, what's going on here. It's easier for them. It depends on who. It kind of depends on who is doing the bullying. What's their status? Is it political? Are they going to get a pass? Who are their friends?
It's in a sense of that common phrase we always hear is reading the room, right.
Yeah.
um uh if a room is established to support bullying behavior or a certain topic, which is usually surrounding cyberbullying someone, um sometimes you can't even change the topic of the room because they say read the room, right.
Right.
Say someone's getting bullied for their looks, a video they posted or whatever, and you try to change the topic, a moderator may say read the room, continue on this conversation or leave.
Right.
We see that a lot in certain servers, right. Starts with P, ends in T, right, you know what I mean.
Right.
Rhymes with Laradice Post, right.
Okay. I know
um
what you mean.
yeah,
I
you
know
know what I
what you
mean,
mean.
yeah. I don't want to
Part of that place.
mention
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
I'd say
And
cesspool of
and I
degenerates.
gotta say too, like the reason why we're talking about this, and this is something that's been on my mind for a while. When you get involved in Discord drama stuff or Discord operations to try to humiliate somebody or what they call gay ops, okay, try to I guess mess with somebody, okay, you're just trying to mess with them. I've been involved in that, and I've been involved in that through a particular server. I think you might have mentioned a name that's kind of rhymes with it, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And me just saying that already, I can already imagine him heckling. I can imagine the people that are on top, the big dogs. The big dogs, not gonna say their names, but I can imagine their response to be like, "Oh, Mr. Deadman is a pussy or a wussy. Look at them cry. Look at them." See, I can imagine doing that. You know who I'm thinking of. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the viewers may know, what
It's
you're
not.
talking about, but yeah,
It's not even the
uh,
queen of that Discord. It's the other people that run it. See, but that's getting very particular. Let's be gentlemanly about this and be more discreet, I suppose. But um, and for those watching, there's going to be some structure to this. We'll watch some videos and go into conversation as far as like what bullying's, how this relates to our experience and with Discord and all that. But anything else you want to say as far as your introduction, Jake? As far as
I would like to add like um, when people get in those settings in those I guess bullying servers, right? Uh, every bullying server, they always need an opponent, right? Someone to bully, right? Either it's another server, completely a server, an e-celebrity, right, such as yourself, or someone else, right?
right,
They always need a target. If they don't have a target, and in many online communities, this is what happens after they defeated all their targets, and they conquered every single person and made them feel, basically victimized every single person they come across with. They start bullying in inter-community issues.
I
So they
see.
start picking off the weak members of their own community,
Right,
and the ways you combat that as a community member is to um, try to lay low, don't be seen. Either produce some meme related content on all the other past people and continue doing that on the other new people um, that they are attacking in the community, and basically like a situation of um, you know I would say like Jews in Nazi Germany, right? Like the Germans
very much
went
so.
after the
Like the
Jews,
Jews in
you
Nazi
know,
Germany. That's right.
exact. That's probably the best um,
Yeah, they othered them.
comparison
They
I can
othered
probably
them.
give.
They made memes about them too. Okay, and they make memes about us. You know what? Uh, Let me add a little bit to my introduction here. Let me explain something too. They kind of color this. So, I got involved in online Discord bullying by being bullied, if you will. I didn't perceive it as bullying. I still kind of don't. What it was people were in my chat just messing with me. And the same people messing with me are now pretending like they're my friends online, which I don't believe there's really friends online, except for Cool Tactic. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. He's never done anything wrong to me.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat, seeing all the things they're posting. Yeah.
Cool Tactic has followed me since pretty much the beginning. Okay. But like once they'll come in, they saw me as a target, and they would try to mess with me. But then I got roped into their Discord stuff, got invited. Then they started giving me attention. I kind of liked it. Was like, all right, I'll do little things for them. I'll do things.
That's the word you. That's the word you provide. Attention.
Yeah,
These
attention.
these bullies, they give you attention. They make you feel important, but in a way,
That's right.
there's private channels that go on that you don't see, which they're basically like fluffing you up a bit,
Right.
right? Trying to make you feel important, come to every stream, attack anybody who doesn't like you. And it's kind of like a faux support group that they've created.
Right. And there's a meme in a
And
particular server.
then you feel
go ahead.
and you feel that if you go against this basically this faux support group that is basically going against people who actually support you, when in reality they don't. They're just using you for content and giving you that attention. And if they stop talking to you, then they lose that attention, right? And it makes you basically get like hyper victimized in a way.
Hyper victimized. You're right. You're right. Because if you bring it to their attention, they're gonna just go harder. There's blood in the water. They're kind of like sharks. But you mentioned something. I was gonna respond. Oh, even in that particular Discord, when there's a particular phrase, I think it goes like "Dead Man Won." I don't believe they actually mean that. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. They're just trying to be like, oh, we want to use you for something else. We want to hype you up and use you for our own gain. I think that's what's going on. I think it's all.
I can say in the past. I can say in the past using that phrase, "Dead Man Won," and then donating to Ethan Ralph to get him to say "Dead Man Won" during him calling up your work and getting you fired, right? Doing work like holy work basically. It's I felt in a way that I was that person who donated Dead Man 1 in an effort to not get bullied. You know.
Oh, I see. And to clarify, I need to clear up something. I wasn't fired. I did resign. It was a horrible job, but it was a moment where I could blame it on Daimo for fun and blame it on Ethan Ralph for fun. That was that. I was being kind of a bully to Ethan Ralph, but not really. You know, he's like kind of a butt of a joke on that one. Before we get into the videos though, something's gonna come up. It probably already did in chat. Is there a time where bullying is justified? Like a particular person was recently revealed to doing something really dirty, family related. I don't want to go into the person. I want to keep the stream kind of family friendly. There's some fuck bombs, but
I would say if there is a genuinely horrible person out there, that has done some fucked up shit and tries to fuck with people, right? Such as Amber Heard, right? She should get bullied for what she did to Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah,
Anne Frank should have bullied Adolf Hitler back, right? If they had the opportunity, I would agree with that. And you should be able to bully back, Laradice Post, right? Yeah, exactly. In a similar setting.
I see. So, that's going to come up. There are people who do, like, I do have a history of, I guess, throwing hate towards furries. And it's legit. It's not even like pretend hate. It's like a clear disdain towards furries. So we might have some problems. I'm trying to reform myself, okay, Jake, but I'm going to have some difficulty here. I'm going to tell you something. Before we get into the videos, I'm not a good guy, Jake. Are you still there?
There's always room for, yeah, I'm here. There's always room for improvement, right? Nobody's perfect, You got to work it and again to get it right,
When I was in high school, it was sophomore year. Oh no, junior. I was a junior. I was riding shotgun, a passenger, in my friend's vehicle, and there was these large women crossing the street with their child, what I perceived to be their child, and then I was yelling out the window, "Walk faster, fatty!" Oh, I was just yelling that, over and over again, being very mean. And I gotta tell you, Jake, pardon me, I still laugh to this day of how absurd it is, how mean it is. But I need a change. I do need a change. The problem, there's something wrong with me, Jake. It's even in my voice. My tone of voice right now, does it sound sincere? I can't do a sincere voice, Jake. Can't.
The thing is, if your intentions are sincere, it doesn't matter how your voice is, right? And you brought up a major word, change, right? Change. We need to, we're always changing, we're always evolving, right? From what we were, right, into what we are now, right? If you aren't changing, right, then you're not growing, right? You stay stagnant in whatever you're doing. So I do believe there should possibly be a change.org, signature thing where we had to say, hey, we should ban a certain server,
Oh, okay.
for their endless,
I thought you were
basically
going to say ban me.
incessant.
I was about to say, hold
No,
on.
no, their incessant bullying on Discord.
Did somebody give you the full list of all the shit I've done? Okay, wait.
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying there's always room for reconciliation, right? Go to church.
I teabagged in Halo, but that's what you do. That's part of the game. You teabag and you tell people that you suck or whatever, but that's not even bullying. That's just playing a game. Okay.
Exactly, because everybody dishes it back and forth in that game, right? Because they're in a medium where they can dish it back and forth. There isn't really any victims in that sense, right? But in real life, there's really a victim because everybody gangs up on a person where they can't fight back in that manner and not getting physically, attacked from what they're doing.
Now, I think we have some videos we want to play related to this. I think you might have some quotes. You want to start with the quotes related to bullying?
I think we after we watch the video, we can probably revisit some quotes.
Okay. Now, one of the videos I have up here is from Jordan Peterson. People seem to like him. People that are kind of more based on certain ideas definitely like him. Now he's talking to a particular individual about bullying, the psychology of bullying. Okay. Would you want to just go ahead and watch it?
Yeah, let's watch a good part of it, and then we
Okay.
can comment.
I'll put it on the screen, and in the Discord I'll screen share it so you can see it, but you'll also hear it with my setup. Hopefully just fine. So there's that. Let me get it going here. Hold on. Oh, there's the screen share thing. Okay, do you see this?
Yes, I do.
Oh, it's live right there. I don't want it live right there. That's not how I want it. Because now I think what's gonna happen now, it's gonna double. The audio is probably gonna double. I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna play it because it's just audio. Really, you're not really watching a video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anyway, let's go play this right now. 3, 2, 1.
Hell of a time in elementary school for looking different. And
So they just did their introductions. Let me back up a little bit. Okay, they're going to do their introductions and talk about the psychology of bullying. Okay.
I went through a hell of a time in elementary school for looking different and being mocked in so many different ways. And I used to wear a turban on the top of my head as well, being of Sikh background. And so that was always a point.
I'm going to go and pause it right here, and let me know whenever you want me to pause and interject something. I'm going to say how wrong it is to mock this guy for appearing to be, I guess, like if I saw this guy wearing a turban, I'd be like, is he a unit from the GLA? Am I playing Command and Conquer Generals? Is he a terrorist? What's going on here? That's wrong. Those are horrible things to say, right? Jake, are you there?
I can hear you. Yeah. One of the things is this person that wears a turban, he's being himself, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And sometimes people out there hate you for being yourself, and they want to. And I would say to that person, trying to be themselves, be yourself even more, right? It makes the bully cope and seethe and all the other, L ratio, all that stuff, right? So
That's right. All right, I'll go and play.
Of being bullied, and people saying Indian people are dirty, and you're brown, and sort of.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get sorely tested if you're different, because if you act like everyone else, you're not a mystery. But if you don't, then you are a mystery. And how do children solve mysteries? Well, that's easy. They poke at them and see what happens. So that's what happened to you. It's like you had a turban. It's like, who's this? Well, let's make fun of him and see what happens. Because if you want to find out who someone is, one way of doing it is by making fun of them.
Yeah.
And wait. I want to pause right here. Jake, what are your thoughts on this? So one way of finding out about someone is by making fun of them. How do you feel about that?
the one way you find out about someone is by.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like related to how children solve mysteries. And when people, not just children, even when adults see something weird or new, something they haven't seen before, they ask a lot of questions. Sometimes they make a lot of jokes about it. It's different. We're gonna make jokes about it. Is that
Yeah. Second.
I think let's relate this to other real bullying scenarios. Let's say someone sees someone. Weight is an easy thing. Weight is an easy thing. Let's say someone sees someone who's like really fat and bloated. They're new, right? There's a group of let's keep it Discord related. Okay, let's say there's a particular Discord and I find out that somebody is a bit overweight, and they start making fun of him about his weight. Like all these various characters in this Discord start calling him fatty, fatterston, or bitch tits, whatever terms they'd like to use to describe him. Okay, and they make memes about workouts and all that stuff, or workout attempts. or eating ho-hos and Twinkies. But like, are they doing that to explore? Or are they just doing that to be mean? I think they're just doing that to be mean.
Yeah, like they definitely are. They see someone who's different than they are. And as anyone, right? If they don't know who that person is, or they're not educated enough into that person's background, they don't. The main thing is they don't know the story of that person, right? And what they
So
you know, no one knows your story, like unless you say it, right?
right.
You know,
So over
you can tell
here,
by someone's face and other things
I don't know
went
if
through the years.
I don't know if Peterson's going to bring it up, but it seems like there's situations where, sure, I could see where maybe people can poke at somebody who's different to see to kind of explore, but then there's people who just do it to be mean, to just be an asshole.
Exactly. And one of the people that do that, and one of the, I would say, I don't want to use the word victim, right? Because some people are really strong,
Yeah, let's not use
right?
victim. Okay, if we use victim, they're going to call
Um,
this a hug box stream. Okay, I'm going to have to break out the
yeah,
tissues. Okay,
like in a way, I would say, it's not really a victim. You are strong, and you'll never be victimized by these people that are trying to attack you. And one of the people that I would say um, is nice would be Bells of Nevermore, right? If you talk to her, she's really nice. She's very educated. She knows what she's saying.
hmm.
She's nice every single time I've talked to her. She's just been really nice, really down to earth, everything.
And now I'm
Um,
hearing this from you too. I'm hearing that she's nice. I've heard it from other people, but of course, from a particular server, she's like the worst person ever. Not going to mention names, but my interaction with her has been nothing but nice. And
yeah,
also,
she's a
sorry,
super
I
nice
know this
person.
pause, but
Super nice.
the people who cast aspersions about her or say things about her, or mean things, they're also kind of troubled. Like, let's say in this particular Discord, or someone who's fat being made fun of, you find out that the other people making fun of them are also overweight, or might be an alcoholic, or might be having issues with, marital issues, and gloating about it in VC, just bragging about it. It's like, great, for like the fifth
Yeah,
time
like
in
we
the
have to
day.
realize that Bells, she is a Navy veteran. She has served
Okay.
this country, right? She has, you know, she's literally served this country, like fought for our freedom. So like,
Well, thank you
I
for your
don't care what
service,
anybody else
Bells.
fucking says.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, welcome Bells to the stream. Um, Nice to have you here,
More than
Bells.
welcome.
So, Bells, we have
Yeah,
already
I've
introduced ourselves. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Explain who are you, what do you do, and because I'm kind of new to you, who are you, what do you do, and what's your experience with bullying?
well, who I am. I am Samantha Nacera, otherwise known as Bells of Nevermore, and the reason I'm giving you my real life name is because I'm also an author, and I want people to buy my shit.
That's fair.
So that's who I am. I'm the author. I am also a Navy veteran. And I have had one hell of a past 2 years. Very consistent and continual bullying by multiple people for stupid ass reasons. And it continues to this day. I have been doxxed. I have had someone call animal control and try to have my cats taken away. I have been physically threatened. You name it. Anything an A-log can do has been done to me short of actually causing physical violence. Pictures of me have been taken and bullshit added to them. My fiance has been said not to exist despite the fact that multiple people have actually spoken to him. I have been attacked because I don't walk away from my friends. By the way, Jake, you're my friend, so probably knock somebody on the noggin if they start up with you. But anyway,
Thank you, Bells.
you know,
Well, I know not to get into a fight with
just
Jake, because I don't know if I could take you.
you probably could. You probably could. You're a lot more experienced at all this than I am.
Well, thank you. There's that. I've just been rolling around in shit for a while. That's what this is. That's what Discord is.
Discord can be a cesspool. I agree. Most of what I do on Discord is role-playing stuff. Yes, I'm one of those freaks. Or like my server is extremely low impact, very, very mellow. So I do that. I hang with my friends, but that's not okay with these A-logs at all. I've been called a P d d d d d
Oh,
D
everyone's been
did it.
called that. Everyone's
Yeah.
been called that. I've been called that before too.
Yeah.
Been
Well,
called
the
that
reason they're
many times for associations with DJ Axel. There's that.
yeah, well, I got that because Suit Yourself is my best friend. I don't know what to say that, to get this across to people. I don't walk away from my friends. Especially not under those circumstances, because he used to bully me. He used to be really an asshole to me, and that went on for about 8 months, to the point where it kind of broke me. And then he found out I really am a veteran. So he apologized, retracted everything he said, made a video. And what wound up was nothing short of a miracle. We realized that we should have been friends all along. And I trust the man with my life. But these people are all, oh, you're a blankety blank defender, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Like, what the actual fuck? So now I had to be scared that somebody was going to have my cats taken away from me, and, just blatantly using pictures of my littlest kitty when she was a kitten. And the pets are off limits. You don't go RL.
Cats and kids, they're off limits. You see, and I kind of mentioned this to Jake, that there might be some things I say that might sound like pushback, but I'm trying to explore, because I myself have been a bully quite a bit. I've been involved in these servers.
I don't have any problem with any question you want to ask. The worst you're going to get from me is I'm not going to answer that.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say is that I understand that maybe some people may have a problem with somebody associating with certain people because of particular allegations or thoughts about them. Maybe the person is involved in, I don't know, heinous things, disgusting things, deplorable things. Maybe a particular person is, and maybe there's some online evidence to suggest that they could be a cheese pizza connoisseur, a pedo guy.
No, a pineapple on pizza connoisseur. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Come at me.
Yeah, it does not. Yeah, I agree.
It does not. But yeah, there are people who, I can understand why someone might have a problem with someone associating with someone who's a pedo, if that is true. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if you have a problem with somebody associating with someone, it shouldn't go to like harassing them and calling animal control on their cats. Like I've heard Suit Yourself before. It's a name I've heard many times. I don't remember that person. I'm distant from the lore. I don't know anything about that.
Well, this is what I know. This is what I know about Suit Yourself. He has honor and integrity like no one else I know, short of my fiance. He is a very strong individual, but eventually you finally kind of cave. And he had a really, really hard time with the pedo slinging that was directed his way. And pedo slinging itself, that's a stupid idea. I mean, yes, it gets attention, and maybe it'll get you some clicks and views and so on, but like rhetorical you. However, and this is a big however, what winds up happening when people start doing that is it turns into the boy that cried wolf. And then eventually somebody that is problematic shows up. And then the victims aren't believed. People start going, oh, well, you're just pedo slinging. And more people get hurt, and it's ridiculous. And every time somebody starts talking like that, I cut them off at the knees, and because pretty much they're an asshole.
Yeah, I mean that's true what you're saying there. If people keep on throwing the word pedo around, it becomes diluted. It means nothing. It's kind of like people throwing racist around all the time. Oh, you're a conservative, or you believe this and that and the other. Oh, you're racist. You're racist. It's like at this point, I'm like, okay, might as well just call me racist. And at this point, you might as well call me a pedo. You might as well, guys. I go to the high school. I go to the middle school. I go to the elementary school every freaking day. I'm just joking, But see, I say that, and I follow up with I'm joking, even though clearly I'm joking. But there's going to be most people in the chat are going to be like, okay, he's just goofing around, he's being funny. But there's going to be that one, maybe that two, maybe the three.
Yes.
And they're going to be in Discord being like, oh my God, Mr. Devin literally said he goes to middle school and he like diddles kids all the time. He has like a white van that says free candy out there. Dude, white van, that's overplayed. No. I
It's actually a fucking lime green. It's actually a lime green van. So there.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I have Among Us stuff on it. I have a giant. It's painted to look like Among Us characters, and it brings all the kids out. They love that stuff. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay.
Oh,
boy.
Anyway,
I know. But anyway.
Well, I had one, and he's apologized for this since. We're tentatively friendly now. Because this is another thing. I have a superpower. That superpower is 3 words. I forgive you. And
Very strong.
Yeah, and nobody owes anybody else forgiveness. However, apologies take a lot of courage. They take a lot of humility, and they're very painful for some people to issue. Yeah. So I take that into account, and I try to honor an apology when it's given. But, and this is a but bigger than mine, I'm one of the fat people. Everybody knows that. If the person continues the behavior, that kind of first dilutes and then negates the apology. However, I know that this person that, did some of the stuff, I know he feels bad for doing it. And I know that that was his sincere apology. And I also know that he's going through a hell of a time right now. So I don't have the right to pile on to that because compared to what is happening with him right now, my issues are a little bit petty. Right. Mine are not life-threatening. I mean, yes, he contacted my former publisher, and yes, he bought my old website out from under me. He's going to let that lapse, and I'm going to snatch it back.
That's very dickish behavior.
Yeah. And yes, he came into my side chat with something like 20 different alts to talk shit, and all of this started because of an argument I had with Paranormal Drama Llama where he was being a pig.
Yeah, some of those people need to be like mentally evaluated, because it doesn't happen normally.
I've been mentally evaluated. I'm on psychotropics. I stay my ass in therapy, and that's as much for people around me as it is for me. Yes, I have mental health diagnoses. What I do not have is the right to make everyone around me have them with me. So I damn take care of myself. Mental illness is precisely that. It is an illness. Illnesses are treatable. So I take careful care of my mental health, including walking away from people or setting healthy boundaries. If an acquaintance is just acting like, a fucking hooligan or something.
It's very brave of you to say that, to be this revealing.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because as you are this revealing, there's going to be people who hear this and they're going to mock you for it. They're going to try to bully you, make fun of you for it.
Bring it. There is nothing they can do to me that hasn't been done worse by better. There's nothing.
Bells, if I can interject, I would say you are very strong. Not many people could come forward and hold themselves at a higher standing, like in a mental state, compared to many people on Discord who are the ones bullying those who they feel that are beneath them. Right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You are so strong.
Those people, they obsess. They obsess on particular targets, and they go after them over and over again. A lot of sometimes you mentioned. I've seen names. I don't even know who these people are. I'm like, why are we focusing on this one guy? I don't know what's going on with this. Seems really esoteric, but whatever.
That has its roots in the Chris Chan thing.
Yeah, it does. I think people are trying to look for the next Chris Chan, and it's like,
yes,
just stop. Just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be.
Chris Chan was a one-time phenomenon. Thank the gods. I don't think anyone is ever going to get close to that level of behavior, that duration, that much documentation, that much oversharing. He should have slammed down some healthy boundaries in 2008.
Yeah, he definitely did not do himself any favors. Of course.
I would like to interject. So I'm asking you, Bells, yes or no question. should we bring on Drunken Surfer? Because some people in the chat are claiming to bring him in the VC. If you say no, that's fine. If you say yes,
I have zero problem with Drunken Surfer. Go ahead and bring him.
Okay.
I'm saying like if he's gonna like cause issues, right? If you can get the link.
Yeah, just no bullying. No bullying on the stream. That's talking about bullying in Discord. Okay, let's be appropriate.
That's the subject.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to copy the link real quick and put it in the general chat. Sorry, of the the stream chat.
Yeah, be very careful doing that.
So
because
it sounds
some
like you have your experience.
Bomb.
It sounds like you have your experience with bullying on Discord. I think you were in a particular Discord. We'll just name it PL. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Is there something you want to share about that experience?
Oh, my sweet summer child. Ugh.
Link is in the chat. Waiting for Drunken Surfer to join that server, and I will vet him accordingly, and then have him go general VC. And then I'll bring him into the stream VC.
Sounds good, Jake.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Yep.
I joined PL at the at the invite of its owner and a couple of other people. The first time I was invited to join PL, I 99% feel like they were going to dogpile me because there are a lot of people in that server that just hate me.
Not a good place.
One of them especially. I'm not going to say any of that because in the past I have wished actual physical harm on him. Caveat: I don't want to do it myself. It's just a fond wish, but I don't want to shit up your stream at that.
That's fine.
But that is he was the biggest one, and they they kind of just let him run rampant in there, and then other people were making comments about and it's constantly, oh, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat. Of course I know I'm fat.
Who's not fat
I'm
on
disabled.
the internet? Who's not fat on
right?
the internet? I mean, everyone's just about fat on the internet. I mean, the people calling you fat, they're probably obese too. I mean, that's the thing.
I wouldn't be surprised. That main A-log of mine absolutely is obese. I mean, he's obese. He's disgusting looking. Doesn't take care of himself. And then he wants to come at me because one, I kicked a can of recycling over and while I was on stream once, and two, he wants to come at me over a stupid argument over an apology he thought I owed to somebody. And had he left it alone, it would have taken it would have taken the time it did take. This person and I had like about half an hour conversation and apologized to each other, forgave each other, and she is a wonderful person. She is just amazing. She's very well spoken, very intelligent, has done a lot of animal rescue stuff. So I was wrong for coming at her. I'm the first person to admit it. The other superpower I have is I'm very sorry I hurt you. I'm very sorry I did XYZ and it caused PDQ for you.
Hmm.
When I fuck up, I try to own it. Know who I got that from? A gentleman called Suit Yourself.
Well, I gotta say, one of my exes had that power too, and it worked quite a bit until I no longer took her apology. I was like, you can apologize for a lot, but you can't apologize for that one. That's no bueno. That's no bueno. You don't sleep with another guy and apologize. No, we're done. We're done.
No,
there.
that's gross.
That's a long
that's
ago.
gross on her part.
So I need to interject one more time.
To that. Yeah, okay.
So I post a link again in the general chat. Watching people join the server. Drunken Surfer has not joined yet. The link is in the chat. Can you see if the link is there, Deadman? To check real quick.
And general chat.
Yeah, if there's a link there.
Oh, on
Discord.gg.
Discord.
Yeah, on the live chat of the stream.
I don't see it.
You don't?
In the, are you talking about the Discord chat or the YouTube chat?
A live chat for the stream. I posted a link.
The reason it's not permitting you to post the link is because
You're not a mod.
YouTube is a cock, and they don't want. Oh no, you're posting a competitor.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this?
I'll make you a
post
mod.
the,
You can post whatever you want.
Okay, I'll post the invite code real quick. The invite code, the discord.gg, and that's the code basically right there after the .gg/.
All
in
right.
the chat. Nothing
I
posted
made you
that.
I made you a moderator, so now you can just post that
Slap
link
it in
too.
there.
You just slap that link
Yeah,
right in
I'll
there.
do it again. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
So I'm
Let
going
me
to
know
ask
if you can see
this
the
is a
link.
crazy question as we get this set up. Chat, what is your thoughts on this so far? We're talking about bullying and bullying on Discord. I know some people are going to be like, "Oh, this is a hug box or whatever," but it's like, no, let's be real, guys. Let's be real. I know I'm wearing these ridiculous shades, but do you really want to see the bags under my eyes? They're horrible. They're freaking horrible. Okay? Let's be real. Let's be vulnerable. And it's something that's not appreciated. It's something that's actually not even really allowed on this sector of the internet. Because like, if you be real and vulnerable, people come after you. They tear you down. Oh,
Yes.
oh, you're weak. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're
Oh,
insecure.
yeah.
Oh, you get anxiety issues. Oh, you're mentally ill. Oh, you know,
Heaven help you if you have autism.
yeah. You like Sonic a little too much. You like furry animals a little too much. Well,
Yeah.
you know, there's some
Yeah.
things I'm
Furries
like,
get
well,
it too.
I think we should get onto the topic of victims of bullying becoming bullies themselves.
Don't
Okay.
call me a victim. Call me a
I-
survivor.
I'm not a victim,
Survivor is a far better word.
but I have victims. Like,
So
I don't perceive myself as a victim, but I have been after people. I've bullied other people, and I feel kind of dirty about it, kind of greasy.
Well, superpower. You haven't done it to me, to my knowledge, but I forgive you for past actions because it's proper. Those past actions might have filtered out and normalized something a little bit too much, but you're recognizing that and you're coming out against that, and that's some power. To me, that is an apology. To me, that deserves forgiveness, and I hold you up, and I appreciate you because a lot of people just won't do that.
So the reason I brought up the topic is that the leader of Laradise Post, I don't want to say the name, giving power to that name, of that
Well,
server.
no, wait, we'll call it Voldemort.
Voldemort, lost nose,
Okay.
nose lost.
So
The reason
snow pit, snake pit,
snail pit, the armpit, the snail armpit, yeah.
There's that.
The snail queen, snail lady,
No.
Anyways, the whole issue with that person is that they were, I would say, completely bullied, in a different server in a community, on Discord, and one of their friends got them out from that community, that bad negative environment, and they made their own server, um, which was basically a fun, nice server, right? Of people coming in VC, being nice to each other and talking.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it turned very, very negative from the merger of the death of the Monkey Biz server, right? Um, yeah, it just became a negative environment, and not friendly anymore. So yeah, like the link of the server put in the chat is basically Paradise Regained.
Yes.
Where it's basically a server that we don't condone any bullying. People from that community and other communities as well can come in and chat freely in uh, a similar template that was shown in the
Yeah, it's very well
prior
organized.
server.
Now I will say,
Yeah, it's all nice.
I will say, Chad is a
I
little
created
confused.
a server also.
Chad is a little confused by all the secret sauce we're pouring all over this. I have no problem with being specific. I have no problem at all. I could take the heat.
Okay.
Okay,
But
I
that's
still want those
not gonna come out.
bullies.
It's
totally
like
up to you guys. I'll leave.
I just didn't want those bullies, mentioned.
I
But
could take the
I'm
heat.
not so sensitive about that anymore.
I could,
Okay.
I'm
Say her name.
plain
Say
spoken
her
and
name.
forthright.
Say her name.
Well, this happened on Paradise Lost,
okay.
and one of the people that, and it was very sudden. It was just like out of clear left field. One of the people that was being shitty to me in there was the server owner, Shalin.
Shalin.
And yes,
Snell Lord.
she just randomly attacked me out of the clear blue. Just suddenly, shut up, Bells, you retard, or words to that effect. You know, everybody's like, well, yeah, she's drunk. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Drunkenness is not an excuse.
Not an excuse. Yeah.
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 I mean, if you know you're a mean drunk, then stay your ass offline until you sober up. You know, that's one of the worst excuses.
Yeah, you can't blame it on
it's
the
like
alcohol. Like the alcohol, the alcohol didn't make you do it. The alcohol just lessened your inhibitions. I mean, you.
So you just like pop it out
remove those thought barriers basically, and letting those juices flow.
In fact, if anything, the alcohol made you truer to what you really think. It made it come out weird.
It made you into a real person. You know?
It made you real.
Oh,
Hashtag no filter,
fact,
right?
You know, the simple fact is she showed me who she was in that moment.
She just came after you out of the blue?
Just for no goddamn shit ass fuck reason. Pardon my language.
Actually, there is a reason. So what I've learned from Discord communities is that there can only be one main feminine person in a server. Usually it's a lady. Sometimes it's, someone else. But they're seen as like the queen of the server, the Discord queen with all their drones,
yes,
right?
Queen bees.
So if there is someone who is on the same level of importance or even more important than Shalyn, which is you, Bells, you definitely have more of a presence than she does. And
what?
I think that you are probably more interesting than Shalyn. She is threatened by your knowledge, your tenacity, everything about you, and she feels absolutely threatened, right? Some other ladies that enter the server, they have already relinquished any roles of being any form of dominance. So when you came in there guns blazing, basically, it probably not on purpose, right? But she saw you as
my armor and spikes was up.
Yeah,
walking in there.
She saw you.
With Whitey in there.
Yeah, she saw you as a threat, right, to her queenship, basically as the queen bee.
Yeah, help me understand this too, Belle. So now I'm a member of Paradise Lost, and Shalyn's been nice.
If you want, I'll send you. If you want, I'll send you a link to my server, which is called Glass Shadows.
That's good. I'll join. But Shalyn's been nice to me, but I don't. So there's that. So there might be a little bit of bias here, but I'm open to having being informed on it, being educated, enlightened, if you will.
Well, and this is the thing. If she were to approach me, well, I was sitting there talking about, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about. And I was talking to a couple of other people. And then all of a sudden she just like busts her mouth out with, oh, shut up, Bells, and, starts being, an absolute rampaging thunder C word.
Yeah.
I don't want to bust out the C word.
You could say cunt here. Is that a problem? Is that a bad word? It's a bad word, but
not in the least.
Okay, good.
This is
you're
another
Navy. You probably heard a lot worse.
Yes. I know things like tighten that up just one thin red cunt hairs, stuff like we used to say. So she just like suddenly busts her mouth off, and I'm kind of left reeling. And one of the things that I've started to do when I detect toxicity in a server, if I'm a mod or an admin, I will try to gently smooth it off. Or, if like, for instance, if somebody started doing, being a complete whack job in Suit server, my reaction to that would be take screenshots, show them to him, and kick. Just in case he doesn't want the full ban on them. I take admin and mod very, very seriously when I've got those roles. So I would have just, had it been my server, I would have just tried to smooth it out. But when you walk into a place where somebody, especially the main admin, when somebody's just being a shitweed. What is that music?
Oh, sorry. That's the chill music. That's the. I'll lower it for you.
Oh no, you don't have to. I was just wondering.
It's just chill Mario music. Is for ambience purposes, really.
Okay.
The kind of
I have this. I have this thing that I do where I just roll back and forth in my wheelchair until I run the batteries out when I'm on a stream.
Oh, that's all right. So.
Yes, I'm not looking.
I get that. So wait, were you kicked out of Paradise Lost, or did you leave? Were you bullied?
Oh no. I just said fuck you, I don't need this. And
You were bullied
peace
out
out.
of it. See, that is the problem, man. That's part of the problem here. We're talking about
Uh-huh.
this bullying, and in Discord servers, there's a lot of bullies in Discord servers that are just very mean, very vicious. They just target and they attack and attack and attack. And what Jake mentioned about the queen bee, but there's only one real. I think there's only one real female there that's prominent, and that's Shalyn. I think there's another. I think she might be female. But she's not. Really, I don't really see her much.
But they have no threat to her position, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. They have no threat to Shalyn. When Bells came in as being a super dominant person,
I am not.
I'm just saying Shalyn felt threatened by you. Like you know, I don't know what you did, but she feels threatened by you. Your presence.
Well, she's a Navy pilot. Were you a Navy pilot or just Navy?
No, I was a mechanic.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're like Top Gun shit. No. I just want to throw that in.
I got this. You know, I've got the same
gotta ask, though,
military training as any other sailor.
Does this have anything to do with like Reza or one of her orbiters or something?
Reza is a fuck monkey. He
is
can
a fuck
kiss
monkey.
my fat Italian ass.
He is a
He
fuck
gets
monkey.
in there and gets drunk.
Yep.
He's absolutely shitting to multiple people.
Yep.
He needs to stop the booze and his head out of his ass yesterday. But he's still not, he's still not to me the worst of the A-logs or bullies. Now I know I'm going to drop a name here. It's going to cause me trouble, and I don't care.
It's all right. I can take the heat. It's no problem.
The reason I am dropping this name is because I feel this person is in actual danger, not just to me, but to multiple people, and that would be Righty. Get off the table, you cat, you.
Righty.
He's definitely wrongy, you know.
Righty.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He plays,
Right.
he does things like he plays friends with people, and then on some small pretense, he'll suddenly turn on them and like drop them on their ass.
Right.
And then, then start all the bully shit. Because that's what he did to me. I got into that argument with somebody else, and she's a good person. So consider this a positive thing that I'm mentioning her, because I really like her. I got into a bit of a slap fight with Political Beast. And
Okay.
he started demanding, and I also at the same time got in a slap fight with Paranormal Drama Llama. And so Righty's demanding that I apologize. I don't remember whether it was to both of them or just BB, but I don't do canned apologies. How sincere can an apology be if it is made under duress, or somebody's like, "You
Right,
owe me an
that's
apology"? It's just it just humiliates people, and then how sincere can that apology be? Because you just ratcheted the fucking resentment up to 11. So that's why I don't do that. It's as much for the other person as it is for my own healthy boundaries. So at first I refused, and he kept the pressure on, and I said I felt like I was being.
I was gonna say, and you finish your thought, and I'll say.
Okay. And I felt and still feel that he was putting a lot of emotional pressure on me to drag that apology out of me, and he lost his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And he started demanding an apology, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
See,
So he dug around in my real life.
Yeah.
He's the one who doxed me.
Is he the one who
I had thought.
called for the cats. Did he call for the cats?
Yes, he was either the one who called for the cats, or he used a cat's paw.
So,
Had somebody else do it.
Riley did this. Riley from Paradise Lost did this.
Yes.
The Paradise Lost is a doxing server. Look at that.
I don't know if it's a doxing server. I do know Righty doxed me on lolcow.org.
That's where things appear. That is true. And it seems kind of related.
So
the server itself is going to be clean, I'm sure, for reasons, but the activity around it is not. And that's what kind of feeds into. And what I was going to say too is they wanted you to they would try to force you to apologize to somebody. Look, I don't know about you. For me, if I offend somebody on the internet, like if it's someone I don't even know, you're probably not going to get an apology from me. If I offend somebody on Discord and I don't even know them, I don't even see them as a friend, because honestly, Discord acquaintances are kind of like, who are you? Like, we're acquaintances, but we're not really friends. It's like, you might not get an apology from me, okay? But it depends on the situation. It's situational, I guess.
I would like to
Yeah,
add one of these quotes on bullying. So basically, people who love themselves don't hurt other people, right? So
That's true,
in a
Jake.
way, we have to realize these bullies, they don't love themselves, right? They
right.
hate themselves, you know?
There's a quote by Aleister Crowley on that, and you've heard me say it a lot, Jake. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole is the law. Love is the law, love under will. There is no law beyond do what thou wilt. And when he says do what thou wilt, he's not talking about running all over the place and just, fucking around willy-nilly. The true will is the crystallized intentions of the person. And once you focus on that and learn to love that, and learn to care for that and nurture that and feed your own inner strength, love is the law. You pass that love to other people.
Exactly. And
Beautiful.
also have one more quote. So this is by Desmond Tutu.
Oh, yes.
This is if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse, and you say that you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality. So, make an example with Paradise Lost. Shalyn has basically been hands off, right?
She
She's
has been
the
hands
actual
off.
owner of the server. She's the owner of the server, right? Most of the time, she's not the one doing most of the major bullying in the server,
Right.
but she has moderators that continue the bullying, start the bullying, and make people feel some type of way, right?
Yeah.
Right. I've been bullied many times
These
on Paradise
survivors.
Lost. So sorry, not to talk over you. I was saying I've been bullied many times over there. They call me names all the time. I don't see myself as a victim. In fact, if anything, I lash back, Jake. That's part of the reason why I'm messed up. I'm not blaming Paradise Lost, but when people, I guess I'm just around people who call me pussy or go kill yourself, faggot. Sorry, I know we're streaming on YouTube. It's my
Yeah.
stream. I said the forbidden F word on my stream. I'm so sorry, but I'm talking Discord language here. Okay, I get that all the time on Paradise Lost. In fact, they called me toilet one time for, I don't know, making fun of somebody. But that's what they do, right? They make fun of Jake. They make fun of everybody. They make fun of everybody. Okay? God forbid I make fun of somebody and then they call me toilet. They all want to piss on me. Okay? They say, go kill yourself, Mr. Deadman. I'll tell you what. But what I do is I lash back.
Deadman, right now, we are reclaiming your Dead Man 1 statement, your quote, all that shit. We are reclaiming that right now. It is no longer a Paradise Lost thing. It is a Dead Man thing. So Dead Man 1 is now your thing. You own it. No longer Paradise Lost owns it. And none of those bullies own your phrase. Dead Man 1 is, I want you to say it, Dead Man 1 today right now with all the.
You know what, Jake? I feel empowered to say it. I want to say it because I feel it. It means true to me. Deadman won. Mr. Deadman won. He won today.
Yes. There's a lot of light in this particular stream, and I do appreciate it.
Thank you, pals. You're a horror author. Oh, you're an author. Do you write horror?
I write post-apocalyptic horror, dark fantasy.
How did I guess? I used to do a stream where I talked to horror authors. I don't think we ever crossed paths there.
No. I occasionally will read a creepypasta that I've written, or sometimes part of one of the things that I'm working on. Most recently, I wrote something that's called Worm Moon. The stream is up on my channel still. I love doing live reads of my work because, of course, it's going to generate people wanting to get it. But the other thing that I love to do, I read tarot on stream also.
Oh,
I've been doing it for, yes, I've been doing it for 43 years. I am very versed in it. What can I say? I'm a witch. Kind of goes with the territory.
Well, I used to be a witch. I used to practice Wiccan or Wicca. That was a long time ago.
I'm Thelema and Heathenry, both of which are very exacting, both of which require a lot of reading and research. both of which require a whole lot of personal integrity. You know, and people don't understand that. They like to bully me for that. I'm like, you don't understand. You can't touch my relationship with my gods, because they are a lot bigger than you are.
That's right.
And there's another thing. Yes, I'm heathen. I'm a Thelemite. And if I was sitting, and this has actually happened, this is a real thing that happened. I was sitting at Ronstadt Transit Center. It's a bus place. You know, just like waiting for a bus down to the VA. And there was this guy that was handing around Bible tracts, you know, like very obvious fundamentalist Christian of some stripe. And he approached me with the tract, and, you know, I said, thank you for caring enough to give me this material. I took it from him. You know, because if somebody's walking up and doing that, that's not my cue to be just a complete cockwomble. So I don't fucking do that. So, you know, I accepted the Bible tract and, you know, shook hands with the guy and, you know, went back to reading when I was reading. And then all of a sudden, I hear this like weird altercation. I turn around, and there was another pagan, because he was blazing pentacles all over his arms, tattoos. You know, so, you know, he's like yelling and being really vituperative with this guy. You know, like, you know, don't pass your garbage around to people that don't want to, you know, the whole world is, you know, falling apart because of people like you. And so I rolled my ass over there, and I got in between the two of them, and I just kind of sat there and stared at the guy that had been shouting at the man. And he goes, what are you doing? And I said, blessed be, brother. What you are doing is violating his First Amendment rights. His beliefs require him to reach out to other people and try to bring them in. You know, all you ever had to say to him is no thank you. And I joined a whole ass Navy one time to defend that First Amendment. And so he backed way down. I was like, oh, okay. And he apologized to the guy. And I said, never do that again, because you are defiling your pentacles, and rolled off.
I see. And when I hear your story, and you saying that you are a heathen, to me, I mean, that doesn't. I'm not like, oh, that's a problem necessarily or anything. I mean, there's plenty of people who are Christian that are flawed. Or I mean, everyone's flawed.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone's flawed.
Yes, nobody's perfect.
I see myself as a Christian now, as that I've been going to church and Protestant, but
that's beautiful stuff.
But
I have no problem with that.
There's plenty of people who follow Christ that don't even try. Like, they'll flat out pepper spray people in the face just for super chats and, you know, attention, or they'll do horrible things, or they'll harass and bully people on Discord, but yet they'll call themselves a Christian. That's weird. You know, the stuff I did for Paradise Lost, the dirty laundry I have.
Yeah.
That's not very Christ-like. That's not Christ-like at all.
You know, this is the thing. I have one friend. I'm pretty sure everybody knows him. And yes, he is my friend. Mormon Shaggy sometimes says some shit. And it's been really hard to resolve that and be so hardcore about the First Amendment and his right to say what he chooses.
Yeah.
That's been difficult because I have other people coming at me like, you know, Mormon Shaggy is trash. Why are you hanging around with him? Da 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 da. All I'm going to say is he's incredibly different when we talk privately.
I've noticed that. When I watch him talk on stream, I do get a little worried, like, oh, dude, you're going dark. But then when I talk kind of privately with him, though, I just in Discord, like Discord chat, he's like a different guy.
Yeah.
A different guy.
Yeah.
But I go dark, too, on streams. There's been a time where I live stream and see all sorts of crazy stuff that just come to mind. But a small channel like this, small channel like his, you know, we can kind of get away with it at the moment because it's.
Yeah. Well, he was, you know, I have like 300, no, not 300, something like, fuck, I can't even remember. This is how important my subs are. I love every single one of them, but I don't care about the numbers because mine are all organic. They're people that have, you know, maybe they're hate watching, but they're still members.
Yeah.
Hate
watchers are still watchers.
Wow, I have 277 subscribers at this time. That's a tiny channel. I know that. But I still really don't want to risk it because of somebody saying something that's just absolutely grabastic. And it's hard 'cause I like to have Shaggy on stream because he's a very interesting guy. He's incredibly intelligent. He's very well spoken. So he has a compelling personality. But I don't want him, to start saying F slurs and N words and stuff like that. Get my channel shut down.
Right.
I've had that conversation with him. I told him, you need to slow your roll for that. First of all, it's disgusting. Second of all, you're going to get my channel shut down, and I don't want that. I don't think you want that. It's like he can't help it. It's, some kind of religious Tourette's almost. It just comes out of him. So when he's just talking, if he's just talking about, Christ and reading his poetry, he's awesome. But then he goes on these tangents.
I was going to ask Jake. Hey, Jake, any progress on... I thought Surfer was coming on.
It seems like Surfer
happening?
has... I don't know what's going on with Surfer. Maybe he doesn't know how to use Discord. I don't know. Maybe there's an issue.
He knows
with
how to use Discord.
His technical capability of doing basic things.
He's better at Discord than I am, okay? That means a lot. Actually, it doesn't mean much. I'm pretty bad at Discord.
Well, he has... the link has been posted many times in the chat. And I don't see any issue of him being unable to join.
Just DM him the link.
But
just use DMs. Kitty.
The one thing I should say in the future is that we should possibly have a more in-depth stream, as we now have, removed those shackles, right?
Yes.
Right.
Of that server. We can say it now. Paradise Lost.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Led by Shalyn.
I'm gonna leave Paradise Lost. I'm gonna leave it right now.
Leave it live right now. Leave it live.
Join Glass Shadows. Join Glass Shadows.
I'll join Glass Shadows.
Yeah.
Done with
Leave Paradise Lost.
And the people there. I'm
I'll
going
put
to
the link.
Better Waters over there, and Paradise Regain. Is that the name of the server?
Yeah, Paradise
Paradise
Regained.
Regained
I'm gonna put the
awesome.
link in the chat right.
There's also the Graveyard that is game and Rant and Chill. The Rant and Chill Discord, which is pretty much my Discord where I just react to Japanese metal.
Like baby metal.
Like baby metal.
Yep, so
our
Paradise
bandmate,
Regained.
our Love Bites, our Gotcha
Paradise-
Spin, everything on this
Paradise Regained link is in the stream chat, the live chat right now.
That's right.
And
Wanna
you
go
have
through there?
you have my permission, Jake. You have my permission to generate an invite code. Let me know if you can do that, and you can drop that in too.
Yeah,
My
because-
DMs are also open on
Okay.
Bells of Nevermore 7777.
I left the server. I'm done. Shackles removed.
There you go.
So Deadman has finally won.
I left the server.
Yeah, you don't need that. That's
Why-
bullshit that nobody needs. You need a place that's got some support and people that lean more to kindness than they do to
guys are
being
gonna
some
call
kind
me-
of ass rag.
You guys aren't going to call me an F slur or tell me to go kill myself or tell me to go... Like, there's people in Paradise Lost who are pretty much saying I should kill my kids because they're mixed race. It's horrible stuff.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Horrible.
I mean, we might joke around. I might, like stuff like calling each other Turd Ferguson and playing around. That's what you find in Glass Shadows.
Right.
You find crafting stuff. You find some philosophical stuff because there are people in that server that belong to esoteric orders. One of my other best friends, the man I've known, real life friend, man I've known for 16 years, Fredo. He's a really high degree Freemason. Like I think it's either next year or the year after that, he's going to be worshipful master, like leader of his temple. He's brilliant. He is one bar exam away from becoming an attorney. COVID kind of screwed that up.
Okay.
He's he retired from the VA. He worked for the VA for many years. And so we have people like that there. We have people like Mini Mojo in there. We Suits in there. There's just there are people in there that, yeah, they might be a little spicy, but they're not going to just haul off and tell you to kill your kids. What kind of shit is that? And who even said that?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It seems you have some A-logs in the live chat. Someone in Black
do.
Spy.
I always do.
Someone in Black
my
Spy.
God, that's Toxic Angel.
Who's
What a piece of shit.
Who's toxic? Oh, I know we're kind of wrapping up
It's
here
one
on
of the
this
bullies
stream
that fucked
because
with me.
we're kind of wrapping up here on this stream. I will say, Bells, I'm going to ask you this. Do you, I wouldn't be surprised if you really experienced it with the drama and bullying that happens in the writing sphere as well.
Oh my God, my old publisher, they were bullies.
Yeah, that's stuff
I didn't like what they did.
That's like stuff I used to talk about. Yeah. Okay.
The first thing they did that set me off, they completely fucked the formatting of my book.
And that's
You
important.
open and I would open the first page of it, and it's just nothing but a text wall. And nobody wants to read things like that. I had the paragraphs set up for reasons of pacing, to draw people in. I have a hell of a hook on the first page too. But they fucked that all up. And then when I spoke to them about it, I'm like, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing here. Both of them just raged out on me, like, like, well, we don't owe an author, chance, to look over what we're about to publish and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I call bullshit because I know for a fact that other publishers will give an author, what they've done and like let them sign off on it.
Right.
And
the
other thing that they did is
you don't work with that publisher anymore.
No, I just stopped. Like the first thing that stopped me communicating with them at all is they made it. They fucking, added in some kind of, thing that you're supposed to sign into, and you've got all your files in there, and it was incredibly counterintuitive. And then they took a giant shit on me from high above because they said, oh, look, I don't understand this, and I don't like it. And they had a go at me for the term flagship author. I wasn't the one who initially said it. One of their very important authors, a man named Stephen Grundy, God rest him, he's passed on now. Stephen Grundy was the one who called me a flagship author, and they were fine with it when he did it. So they just, they rained down a bunch of bullshit after, put up this big formal statement and all the rest of that stuff.
Okay.
And Bells gives zero shits about that. They can do whatever. They're a little tiny publishing house. They're not good at their job. They're lousy editors.
Easy, Jake. So they're gonna open a can of worms. No, Bells, this is great stuff. But this is stuff we can continue on another Rant and Chill episode.
I understand.
Maybe one about drama or bullying related to in writing. Because
I feel like we should have a part 2 in a few days.
There will be many parts of this. So on this channel, I mostly react to Japanese metal and Japanese related stuff. I also do the Rant and Chill streams where kind of talk about various topics. Yesterday I did one on I did one about like fat Instagram models that want to they try to bully people into accepting that they're body positive, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, stop, okay? But I'll also do like mock debates, weird debates like who's gay, Sonic or Mario. Things like that. That's what goes on here on these streams.
Definitely, I'll definitely be back. I would love to do a stream about the utter shit that you get if you are self-published. You are an independent.
Yeah.
But that's the wave of the future.
But you don't have to worry about the middleman. The middleman is dying. The middleman's gonna be replaced by Amazon. That's what's happening.
So as we're slowly winding down. It seems like we open the door for a writing stream, right? Info for that. Yeah. Possibly a part 2 on the situation. Going more in depth onto Paradise Lost being a bullying server run by Shalyn. Basically grossly offensive.
Well, she does run it though. She's the CEO.
You're
the CEO. You're still running it, even though you're not there.
Exactly. And we can go into more other side topics such as Wiccan, paganism, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. I would
All
be
right.
more
Yeah.
than willing. I would be more than willing to do a few like 3-card readings, do a
Could
little
we
bit of tarot. Show,
could we open up a debate between you and Mormon Shaggy about like Wicca or versus Mormonism? Is that possible?
it's possible, but it's going to turn in. It's going to turn into him
No
like
N slurs, no
spitting
F
out.
slurs. That's I'm gonna say. I'm telling
Right.
them that. Look. We're on Rant and Chill. I made the mistake this stream by saying F slur. This server,
Yeah.
this channel must be a better server, a better channel. Okay, a little bit more PC, just a bit.
So bells, would it be possible to do a 3-card tarot pull on Shalyn, the CEO of
I
Paradise
never do.
Lost?
I will not do tarot readings for somebody that has not asked for one, and that
Yeah.
is not, at least virtually, like in a Discord or here, present. And the reason I don't do that is because what if I pull up something that's truly awful, and I'm saying this in a stream. The first time I read for Suit, oh my God, that was one of the worst readings I've ever had. And I tried to soften it up a little bit, and I shouldn't have, because that was definitely a warning about some stuff that later. God damn it, cat! Stop that!
The
Trying to
cats.
take my chicken. Yeah. My big black one is so big that he can table surf. He can stick
Damn.
his nose up.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a
Maybe-
big boy.
That's a good sized cat.
Maybe, Dead Man, maybe we can have Shalyn on here if she's open to it to come on your stream and apologize, not forcefully, but she has to genuinely want to apologize. And hopefully,
Oh,
if
man,
she
I'll
would
tell you-
like to,
I'll be open for that. But I'll tell you how it's gonna go. She'll come on. She'll say some things to Belle, and when she hears what she doesn't want to hear, she's gonna leave.
Yeah, because she's kind
Prove
of
me wrong,
overdrawn.
Shalyn, but that's what's gonna happen.
but guess what?
And she's kind of overdrawn at the bank of bells at this point.
It would show the kind of person she is in a public forum. So,
Dude, she showed her
in a more
cards.
public forum.
She showed who she was when she called into. Do you follow the Daimo and Gahul?
No.
Yes.
She called into their stream out of the blue, like nagging over Discord drama. It's like, why? Who are you? Why are you doing this? I don't understand.
Because it's because she gets drunk, and I guess she has overdosed on her onion soup.
What?
Could be an issue.
Man, yeah, I'm open for it. I'm open for that. There's a lot of possibilities here, but we are going to wrap this up. I think Jake has.
Okay.
There's Father's Days tomorrow. I know no one cares about the fathers. No one. There's no gifts. Fathers are still going to barbecue for themselves, but only for themselves, not for the not. You know what? The moms can cook their own goddamn meal. Sorry. So, but yeah, I think we have stuff we got to do. Tomorrow's Sunday too.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna, as soon as we
So-
get off here, I'm probably gonna stream myself.
That's good. That's
So bells as one of Dead Man's main statements has been reclaimed.
Yes,
I think we should.
Dead
I think
Man
we should
won.
all. I think we should all like say Dead Man won in the stream.
Dead Man won.
Dead Man,
Dead Man
won. Mr.
won.
Dead Man won. Okay.
It has been an honor being on here.
Thank you.
I really, really enjoyed it.
Well, that is Rant and Chill. I'm glad you enjoyed the vibe. With that said, I'm going to pretty much play us out.
Okay.
Okay.